All right, how's it going? Took me a little bit to get YouTube moving, but it's going. So we should be good to go. All right, guys, tonight we had one filled from Facebook. It is a 2-box, I believe. Make sure. Yep, 2-boxer. Going to pull some randoms, get a couple boxes. If there's interest, we'll try a live fill. Let's see how it goes. All right, up first we had Ty with Kansas City, Indy, Nathan, Detroit, Seattle, Ty, New England, Cleveland, Vlad, Giants, Panthers, Jesse, Cincy, Jacksonville, Dave, Buffalo, Arizona, Jesse, Vegas, Green Bay, Dave, Houston, Rams, Al, Minnesota, Denver, Tyler, Jets, Dolphins, Al, San Fran, and Dallas, also getting Chargers and Bears. Scott, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, Steve, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, and Scott closes us with Philly and Washington. There they are. Yeah. Getting Tennessee and Atlanta. All right, guys. Shoot, wrong pen. Tennessee, Atlanta. All right, we've got Ty, Kansas City, Indy, Nathan, Detroit, Seattle, Ty, New England, Cleveland, Vlad, Giants, Panthers, Jesse, Cincy, Jacksonville, Dave, Buffalo, Arizona, Jesse, Vegas, Green Bay, Dave, Houston, and the Rams, Al, Minnesota, Denver, Tyler, Jets, Dolphins, Al, San Fran, Dallas, Chargers, and Bears, Scott, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, Steve, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, and Scott, Philly, Tennessee, Washington, and Atlanta. All right. Whew. Yeah, let's get us a random number, and we'll get us a box. I will be live tomorrow, but not on Saturday. All right, 5 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 times. Going to be the number 5. And I randomized that list 5 times. Let's get us a couple boxes. Didn't refill any boxes since the last break. So if we hit one that wasn't there, it's still not there. So looks like probably low 90s on the numbers. Didn't count them yet. All right, here we go. 5 times. Top 2 will be our boxes. If we're missing one, I'll hit it again. 3, 4, and 5. We got 58 and 72. There's 58, 71, and 72. They're both there. Randomize that list 5 times. We got 58 and 72. Well, let me grab a couple boxes. $58, $72. We're going to start with box 58. Here it is. Good luck. Here we go. Had pop-up thunderstorms most of the afternoon today. What's up, Vlad? Kind of weird. There was no chance of rain this morning, what they said. I took a half a day, went fishing with my son. Then in the afternoon when I was going to work, it rained. So I didn't do nothing. All right, guys, here we go. It's a Falcon. Atlanta. On a VSR4. The Falcons. That is Scott. All right, Scott. Yeah. This one, Beckett authenticated. Both earpieces. Couple inscriptions on there. Rise Up and 25 first round pick. I had to look it up. I forgot who their first round pick was this year. Now I remember. I think his first name is Jalen Walker, the first round pick for the Falcons. Kind of odd to see him on a VSR, but I don't know. Maybe that's what he signed at his first signing. Yeah, I like the red ink on that black too. That is looking good. Nice hit, Scott. Jalen Walker, Falcons. All right, second box, number 72. Let's see what we get. The Chargers. Al. Al is on the board. Chargers, STS. This one is Beckett. Authenticated. Does have both of its earpieces. Blue ink on the STS. I don't know. He was their rookie a year or two ago. Was it Quentin Johnston? Can't remember. I'm so bad at names. Johnston? No. I think it was Quentin. Nice hit, Al. Yeah, Quentin Johnston. Nice hit. So we got two young guys coming out in the first two tonight. Quentin Johnston and Jalen Walker. All right, guys, we're going to try a live fill. Let me get it typed in. It'll be a 2-box. There it is. Don't send until it fills. If it doesn't fill, or if we have to change it to a 1-box, or any of the above. Oh. 14, 15, and 16. All right. First up, we had James on the board with Baltimore. Dave, Buffalo. Buffalo. Tyler, Cincinnati. Bill, Kansas City. Excuse me. Al, New England. Nathan, Detroit. There they are. Dave, Houston. All right, Dave, Houston. Al, Vegas, halfway there. Bill laid on Buffalo and Cincy and Vegas. Tyler, Green Bay. Al, San Fran. Scott, Tampa Bay. Dave, the Giants. Scott, Chargers. Vlad, Dallas. We got 2 spots left. We got Carolina, Pittsburgh, Philly, Arizona, Washington, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Minnesota, the Jets, the Seahawks, the Browns, the Colts, Bill, Pittsburgh, Al, Minnesota. That fills it. Pittsburgh and Minnesota. All right, that went pretty quick. I think if y'all want to, we can try a 1-box after this, and that'll finish us for tonight. Like I said, no Saturday break this week. Got plans, so we will break tomorrow. Just realized that I think I might confuse. My weeks run into each other. I don't remember my younger son's first baseball game this week. He has 2 a week, and I don't know. I don't think it got rained out, but too late now. All right, we got James with Baltimore. Seattle. Dave, Buffalo, Arizona. I did put that video of Brad Batten. He looked pretty bad. Tyler, Cincinnati. Indy. He did not look like a world-class hitter, but he enjoyed it. Bill, Kansas City. Jacksonville. Al, New England. Miami. I'll probably, this weekend, he should be pitching, so I'll get some video of him pitching. Nathan, Detroit. Washington. Dave, Houston. Rams. Al, Vegas. Atlanta. Tyler, Green Bay. Philly. I think I'm going to do a giveaway kind of like we did on Father's Day, but a little different. Putting the video of Brad made me think of this, but what we'll do is we'll put video, or not, it doesn't have to put a video. Just, it'll be like tell your kids athletics, what sports does your kids play? Don't put names, videos, or anything. Or, and this will be a bonus, there'll be a bonus. You get 2 spots if you put a video of yourself playing a sport when you were young, whether you're good, bad, or in between. But the funnier the video, the better it is. I think we all know that. Al, San Francisco, New Orleans. Luckily for me, I played sports before everybody had cameras. Scott, Tampa Bay, Denver, because I was a blooper a minute. Dave, the Giants, Tennessee. Scott, Chargers, Panthers. I don't know. I just kind of wonder if any of you guys were like really good athletes or anything. Vlad, Dallas, Cleveland. Bill, Pittsburgh. The Jets. I wish it did, Vlad. I definitely wish it did because, Tecmo Super Bowl, Tecmo Bowl, whatever, I would have been a pro. Al, Minnesota, Chicago. Of course, that was back when whoever got the Raiders won it all. All right, we got James, Baltimore, Seattle, Dave, Buffalo, Arizona, Tyler, Cincy, Indy, Bill, Kansas City, Jacksonville, Al, New England, Miami, Nathan, Detroit, Washington, Dave, Houston and the Rams, Al, Vegas, Atlanta, Tyler, Green Bay, Philly, Al, San Fran, New Orleans, Scott, Tampa Bay, Denver, Dave, Giants, Titans, Scott, Chargers, Panthers, Vlad, Dallas, Cleveland, Bill, Pittsburgh and the Jets, and Al, Minnesota, Chicago. I, like probably a few of you, I'm old enough that I don't think there are any videos of me playing sports. Handheld camcorders on VHS tapes was the only way to record. And back when I played, most of the parents were smoking in the stands, and the video camera required them to use a hand for that they were using to hold a cigarette. I don't know if that's how it was when y'all were in Little League or high school sports or whatever, but dang, I just remember everybody smoking. I remember my first baseball coach smoking in the dugout. About the second or third year, the coaches all got those coaching shorts. Anybody remember those from the late 80s, early 90s? Every coach on earth wore them. They went down just below testicle level, real tight, snaps on the front. I don't know what they were made out of, but it looked uncomfortable. All right, box 71 and 20. I just saw 71. 71's there. 20 is not. So we got 71 and 180, I think. Yep, 180's there. I don't know if anybody remembers those coaching shorts, but good grief. If they were part of coaching uniform, I can tell you I would never coached. $71, $180. Going to start with 180, and we will do a one box after this. And here we go. Good luck, guys. Good. You remember that, Dave? That was definitely a fun time. San Francisco. 49ers. Niners. Al. This one is Radke and Schwartz authenticated. A little different. Both earpieces are in. And boom. San Francisco getting a QB on there tonight. Schwartz authenticated. Not sure how common that is. That's going to be Steve Young, San Francisco 49ers. Nice hit, Al. Can you imagine Steve Young playing in today's football? He was ahead of his time. Steve Young was amazing. Nice hit, Al. Steve Young, the BYU guy. All right, second up, we got box 71. Get in there. No volume, on vacation. I knew Al was on vacation. Monday when I was waiting for his his drop at 1 p.m. for the Radke. I love Steve too, Scott. I was waiting, like, what is going on? And it never came. And then I remembered Al was on vacation. Dallas, the Cowboys, Vlad. Vlad getting the Cowboys. Beckett authenticated. Both in. Dual signed. Grab my paper. The dual signed Cowboy. Thought so. It's going to be the DBs. Diggs and Bland. Nice hit, Vlad. I like how they went both sides of the star. Made it pretty nice. That's a good one to display. Nice hit. Dallas Cowboys. Going to Vlad. That's 3 with active. 1 retired tonight. All right, guys. Going to try. Well, let's make it I'm going to type it in. Let me get it typed in, but we'll try a 2-box. There's 16 in here. Maybe we can get a 2-box. This is the last one. Last one. Don't pay until it fills. And there it is. 2-boxer. Sorry, guys. 2-boxer, not a 1-boxer. 2-boxer. Numbers went up, so I just figured we'd try it. I think most of us like the 2-boxers better. You know what to say, the more the merrier. All right, we got Dave leading off with Buffalo. Bill, Kansas City. Pretty fun baseball game last night. My son is playing. Zach laid on Buffalo. Scott, you got Houston. My younger son had to play in a rec league this year because the Legion team that I was going to coach ended up folding because, well, really weird. Nobody would schedule games. We were going to be a brand new team, and nobody would schedule games. So it was a debacle. I was pretty mad. But anyway, he's playing rec league. Tyler, Cincy, Brugman, Vegas. And he's pretty good. Probably too good for a rec league. Dave laid on Houston. Bill laid on Vegas. Scott, New England. But he, last night, oh my God, he had 7 strikeouts through 2 innings. His catcher couldn't catch the ball, and he had a drop third strike, the only runner for the first 5 innings, I think. But yeah, baseball's fun. Al laid on New England. Bill laid on Buffalo. Tyler, Green Bay. But his team lost. He threw a 1-hitter and lost. Dave, New York Giants. There was another pass ball. and he walked a guy or two. And with his team, man, it is fun to watch. But funny. A walk might as well be a home run. Nathan, Detroit. Poor catcher. Pass balls. He picked 3 kids off, but the first baseman dropped the ball, and the kid ran to second. It was great. Bill laid on Cincy. Al, Minnesota, Rams, and Denver. Boy, he got them right in a row. Minnesota, Rams, and somewhere. Where the hell did I put the Broncos? Oh, there they are. Broncos. Minnesota. Rams. Denver. Dave. Indy. Bill. Chicago. That's spot 14. Dave. Washington. And Vlad closing us with Philly. That does it. This will be the last one of the night. Okay. Six, 9, 12 and 16. Working outside tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's going to be as hot as it has been or not. But I've been getting to work early. Dave, Buffalo, Pittsburgh. Bill, Kansas City, New Orleans. Scott, Houston, Tampa Bay. Tyler, Cincinnati, Arizona. Zach, Vegas, Jacksonville. Scott, New England, Carolina. Tyler, Green Bay, Cleveland. Dave, Giants, Jets. Got New York City wrapped up there, Dave. Nathan, Detroit, Tennessee. Al, Minnesota, Rams and Broncos. Got 3 of them. Chargers, Falcons, and Cowboys. Dave, Indy, Baltimore. Bill, Chicago, San Francisco. Dave, Washington, Miami. And Vlad closed us up with Philly. Gets the Seahawks. All right, guys, for the last break of the evening, we've got Dave, Buffalo, Pittsburgh. Bill, Kansas City, New Orleans. Scott, Houston, Tampa Bay. Tyler, Cincy, Arizona. Brugman, Vegas, Jacksonville. Scott, New England, Carolina. Tyler, Green Bay, Cleveland. Dave, Giants, Jets. Nathan, Detroit, Tennessee. Al, Minnesota, Rams, Broncos, Chargers, Falcons, and Cowboys. Dave, Indy, Baltimore. Bill, Chicago, San Francisco. Dave, Washington, Miami. Vlad, Philly, and Seattle. I'll tell you what, even if you don't have a kid playing, I encourage you to go down to your local rec league baseball field and watch a game or two. There is as much entertainment with the parents watching. I've always coached. This is the first year I haven't coached my kids. So I'm sitting there watching, and holy cow. The stuff they say is crazy. Last night, this boy steals second. Ball gets dropped. This mom is like yelling that he's out, and he's out. And I'm like, holy cow, what the hell's going on? 26 and 69. I see 69 and 26. They're both here. But, yeah, people watching at those games makes it worth it. Thought about recording and putting videos for y'all to hear these parents. It's terrific. 26, 69. Me personally, I make stupid comments too. I try to make them passive aggressive where I'm making fun of the umpire. That way people are laughing at him. It's hard to chuck you if you're getting laughed at. A little embarrassing, but what do you do? All right, guys, we got box 26 first. Good luck. These two will end us for tonight. We'll come back tomorrow. Off on Saturday. We'll have a weekend free, and then I'll do that giveaway at some point this weekend. I don't know if it'll be Saturday or Sunday. Cincy, the Bengals on the classic speed. This one is Schwartz authenticated. Both earpieces are in. This is the 1991 NFL MVP. 1981. I don't know if I said 91, but 81. That's going to be the old quarterback. Took the Bengals to the first Super Bowl where they lost to the 49ers. That's going to be Kenny Anderson. Nice hit, Tyler. Kenny Anderson on the Bengal Classic Speed. Nice hit. Kenny Anderson should be in the Hall of Fame. There are worse quarterbacks in there. All right, box 69, last box of the night. Everybody's favorite softball number for men's adult. Apparently not allowed to have it in the NBA, or so I hear. Fun killers. Carolina. That's going to be Scott doubling up on the night. Oh, that's an easy one. This one, Schwartz, authenticated. Both earpieces are in. Boom. If you're going to get a Panther, get that one. Nice hit, Scott. Defensive end extraordinaire. I believe that's going to be Julius Peppers on the Panthers Classic Speed. Nice hit. All right, guys, that's 6 on a Thursday. We got Jalen Walker, Quentin Johnson, the Bland Diggs Dual Sign Cowboys, Steve Young, Ken Anderson, and Julius Peppers. All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. I appreciate the fills. Hope everybody enjoyed it. I know I did. I will list tomorrow. I got Gold Rush in, the new series. I will probably put one of those out in the afternoon. I'm not going to do noon on a Friday. I'll do the afternoon. I'll be working, so I'll forget. So I'll put it out. I'll let you know on Facebook before I put it out. I'll also fill most of the boxes tomorrow as long as I get home in time. And we'll list the Breaking Brad series at 6. I hope to see you all there. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.